Well, you guys are filming what looks like a fun episode about some comics and what it's doing to the relationship. What can you tease about how these comics might tear these longtime friends apart?
We both grew up loving comic books, and then my collection is stolen, and it becomes a question of
my new collection.
Yeah, and so that puts us at odds. But we're both coming together over the fact that we love comics so much and are passionate enough about the same things that it would make us fight with each other.
And are they willing to stoop to anything to kind of resolve this comic situation? Is there going to be some figurative hair pulling, any dirty tricks that are played to figure out who fully owns this?
There's some dirty tricks played, but we don't play them.
We're more or less just trying to sort it out, and then eventually I try to get an officer to arrest him because I think he stole my comics.
Yeah.
But maybe I shouldn't give that away.
I don't know how much we should tease.
That was just an example. That's
maybe.
That's not the climax.
Did you ever watch the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling program?
No.
There's a bunch of, mixed...
You said that, like, have you ever seen Jane Eyre?
Everybody knows that. So it was a bunch of mismatched women who all had, underlying feuds, and eventually they would settle it in the ring like men, or like, larger mismatched women. So it's sort of going to be like that, except neither of us are women, and we won't be large unitards. So I guess it's actually not at all like the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. But there is conflict that gets resolved by the end of the show.
Like a good sitcom does.
There's not going to be a lot of two-parters in DADS, is my suspicion.
I mean, you never know. Special sweeps events. You never know what they're going to do.
That's true. That's true. I think the very special episode of Punky Brewster was their highest rated.
And I think Friends had a couple, they had the Super Bowl, they had alternate universe. You never know what's going to happen on sitcoms. It's fair game for anything.
That's true.
Yeah,
forget about that sometimes,
Yeah.
It is fair game.
Yeah. And then
there was that show, Small Wonder, where the dad had invented a service robot and decided to dress her up like a French maid. And she was a child. You don't remember that?
No.
She was a robot, and the guy was an inventor. And instead of inventing the service droid... Yeah, the VICI. Yeah, of course you remember.
You remember?
I've heard of it. I haven't actually
seen it. Come on, you cited the name.
What's weird about this scientist is here's the guy who's got the ability to program a sentient AI, and he chooses to put it in the body of a child and then to dress that child like a maid.
That is weird.
There's so many things weird about that show.
Wait, it was literally a maid?
Yeah.
I did. Okay, there you go.
That? Yeah.
I didn't actually see it. I did know that it was a thing. It's something that gets brought up on Twitter a lot. I feel like people mention Vicky and Small Wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because that's the original, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And the inventor chose to put her in the
that?
body of a child. I was like 80. One maybe. I tested for that when I was like 9.
For Vicky?
No, for the kid. The kid, I did not get that part.
Okay.
Yeah.